Oh, friggin' rights, people. It's currently 8 o'clock lunchtime. I'm gonna go sit in my car and have a vape. Oh, check this out. Friggin' car surrounded by micro machines. To the left we have a Ford Fiesta. To the right we have a Kia Rio. Combined, both of those cars don't even have the liters that mine does. You know what I'm saying? Like what, you're a 1.6 liter or 1.8 liter? I think it's a 1.6 liter in that. And a 1.5 liter in the Rio. My car's a 3.5 liter, so these two combined don't even make up my car. That's how you know you have a man's car. So before anybody wonders, yes, I'm aware that Rickham bought a Trans Am. Apparently that's something that a lot of people have been telling me. I've heard it on Facebook from like 5 different people, read it in my comments from like 7 different people, and I'm just like, what about farm car money? But I gotta let that go. Not sure exactly how he's going to drive a Trans Am. Last time I checked, he didn't have his license unless he got his license back. Haven't been keeping up with the videos lately. Oh, frig's sakes, I'm so behind on videos. Like, I watched Pug's video from last night and the THC, but I still got like 4 more from previous episodes that I gotta watch, and I just haven't gotten around to it, frig's sakes. Thing is, where the hell's Rickham getting all this money to buy all this shit? Frig's sakes, did he have somebody co-sign a loan for him? I don't know. Pretty dick. I guess he's making good money out of that shop fixing other people's derelicts or something. I don't know. So, right on for him, I guess. If things are looking up, awesome. But if he just got himself into super debt just for the sake of making YouTube videos, dumbest thing to ever do is get yourself in super debt just to make friggin' YouTube videos, because this hobby doesn't pay out. Somebody called, I can't remember the name, and I'm not even gonna bring it up, but they're basically just like talking a bunch of nonsense, and I didn't really read the whole comment because I realized it was a troll comment right off the beginning, but at the end it said, if you delete me off this channel, I'm gonna click bomb your AdSense and then take away your AdSense. And it's like, well, seeing how that doesn't work anymore, fuck, by all means, bud, have at her. Like, honestly, click bombing, clicking on adverts doesn't make you any richer, okay? The way video content for YouTube works now is not how many clicks you get, or click-throughs. AdSense for YouTube is based off of how long that advert plays on your video. Like those pre-rolls, especially the skippable ones, when people actually don't skip and watch them, you get a higher payout. When people only watch the first 5 seconds, you get a lower payout. And people with ad blocker, you get no payout. So for a troll who's willing to, and it was funny because he told me, like he said, he's gonna pay people to click bomb me. So I laughed. And it's like, go ahead, man. That means that more people will be watching my shit and my views will go through the roof. And click bombing me won't do anything, and you're just going to make me more money. So you're mad at me and you want to do me a favor. By all means, bud, take your uneducated ass and go ahead and click bomb me. You're stupid. It doesn't work that way anymore. Fucking get an education or something. You know, I heard they hand them out free until grade 13. OAC. Whatever the fuck they call it. I just love people who make threats like that. Like, you know, they threaten like, if you don't start doing videos like this, I'm going to attack you. Isn't that the same thing about like what terrorists say? Like, if you don't start believing in our religion, we're going to blow up your place. So how are they any different from a terrorist? Somebody explain that to me? Like, last time I checked, you don't have to wear a rag on your fucking head to be classified as a terrorist. Just saying. You can be a cyber terrorist. A lot of people on YouTube are. You know, they make these demands. Like, look at the fucking WWE universe. Friggin', for instance, what's his name there? Daniel Bryant, or apparently he's a big shot. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Frodo from Lord of the Rings. But he didn't win the Royal Rumble, therefore he's not going on to the WWE friggin' main event at WrestleMania, and apparently a whole bunch of people shut down their WWE networks because they're like, oh, Daniel Bryan didn't win, I don't like this kind. And it's like, now the WWE is apparently going to make a match at WrestleMania and put Daniel Bryan in there in a triple-way match with friggin' Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, all because the audience was pissed off. Like, they're bending over to their needs and accepting that, like, it's ridiculous. Like, if this actually goes through and it's Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania in another 3-way match, that proves that WWE no longer has control over their content, and they're going to bend over backwards to make sure they give the audience exactly what they want. Now, is that a good and a bad thing? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's bad. Because they probably had a storyline pitched up that would have been pretty awesome, but now they're going to pitch the whole friggin' thing just so that they can make the audience happy and give Daniel Bryan the belt, which makes absolutely no sense on how somebody that tiny could beat up somebody big like Brock Lesnar. Like, come on. Now you're just really making it look fake. Like David and Goliath, yeah, that was a good story. but it was a story. In all reality, if Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar went fisticuffs in the street, Daniel Bryan would be reduced to fucking ragu friggin' spaghetti sauce, you know what I mean? He would just get right trashed. Like, frig, it's, yeah, you can't. But I love idle threats like that from stupid people on the internet, because they're stupid. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take away your AdSense. Okay, bud, just demotivate me even more for making content on the internet. Like, you know, I get enough people saying, well, maybe you should go out and do more stuff with your life instead of sitting in front of a computer all the time. Meanwhile, the reason why I'm sitting in front of a computer all the time is because I'm babysitting this thing, you know, uploading videos to YouTubes and stuff and making content. That's why I'm in front of a computer all the time. That, and it's winter right now, and I don't do anything outside in the winter because it's too damn cold, and I hate that kind. I prefer the heat. So it's like, yeah, you take away my AdSense, now you're really demotivating me from finding out different ways to make content to try and make more interesting stuff. So I have, at that point there, it's like I have no real reason to be on YouTube, so maybe I'll just shut her down. I'm not saying like I get paid a lot and the money motivates me, but it's kind of a nice thing when at the end of the month when you get a check for, you know, $75 to $100 and you're thinking, well, this is extra money that I didn't have, so now I can buy a piece of tech or something to review for the tech channel. Or I can put it towards a bill and get that bill paid off quicker so I have less debt. But if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't have to waste so much money on the internet. I'd probably lower my package down to the 2015. You know, I wouldn't have to waste so much time fucking editing and uploading and doing different things. I could just literally do whatever the hell I wanted and not be on a schedule. I wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I gotta be at work for 4, but I want to film a vlog today, so I better get up at 11:30 and get going on it. It could be one of those, I don't care when I get up, I don't care what I do, because I don't have a schedule to maintain. So, honestly, bud, if you want to click bomb me and get me to quit YouTube, you're fucking doing me a favor, kinda, sorta. Not saying I want to quit YouTube, but if I ever did, I probably wouldn't be too worried because, number one, I wouldn't have to worry about people I don't know making a bunch of nasty comments about my life, people thinking they know me when they don't, and other things, you know? It's like, you're doing me a favor, so why do you want to be so helpful? Like, you come on there and you're so rude to me, and now you want to be so helpful. Like, your parents did a great job of raising you. Fuck, I should give them an applaud. You know, I should totally applaud those guys for raising you right. Yeah, I really should. You should give me your address so I can send your parents a fucking cake and some flowers for doing such a great job of raising you. That's what you should do. Big times, but anywhoozle. The amount of death threats I get on the internet, like, it's awesome. I love it. Like, all these people threatening to kill me, and you send it to YouTube and they don't give a shit. Yet one guy in a rag fucking blows up a gas station and you hear about it on the news all the time. It's fucking ridiculous. But, welcome to the wonderful world of the internet, eh? I always question, like, if I were to block my content in the Americas, because you can do that, eh? You can, like, block by region, so I could totally say vlogging life is no longer viewable in the Americas. I question how many troll comments I would get, because if the Americas can't watch my shit, they can't leave comments on my shit. And I question if all my trolls are in the Americas. That's what I honestly question. I was almost tempted to go for like a 2-week period of just blocking out the Americas and being like, nobody in the Americas can watch my shit. Have fun with that and just see what the comments turn out to be like, you know? And it could be kind of funny. Could be kind of funny. I do think so. But then, of course, there are a couple of them out there that are a little bit smarter with computers and would probably just VPN into like a UK VPN or a European VPN or an Asian VPN and pop on in and be all like hard as fuck again. And see, I have 2 states for Americans. I have Americans that I like, you know, like I got a bunch of Americans, and like even the guy who designed my logo, my vlogging, like I was about to show you, but totally not wearing that shirt. I'm wearing this the YouTube Garage Gang shirt that I got, what, 2 years ago, I think? I think that's when VW Darren sent it to me. 2 years ago? Probably? That sounds about right. You know, but an American from California made that logo for me. He took a picture of me with the son of a bitchers and he did this, I don't know what the hell he did, but I guess he traced it or something. I don't know. He just sent it to me one day as a JPEG and said, check it out, dude. It's like a, what did he call it? Like I don't know, frig. It was awesome. When I saw it, I was like, dude, you just made the brand logo. That is friggin' awesome. Like, I couldn't even think like that, but graphical artist, right? He's an American. But then you get those people that are just sitting there and they fucking berate you all the time. Those people are Americans. That's right, Americans. They're the bottom feeders of the American society that probably should shut up a lot. But they don't, because they feel they could live your life better than you can live your life. But in reality, they don't even know how to live their own life, so they probably should put down the bag of dicks and quit choking on them. Just saying. I don't know, stupid people irritate me. It's the way she goes, and I'll always be that way. But if you don't like my videos, like I said before, just don't watch them. It's that simple. People insist on watching them and then leaving these nasty comments because they're dicked. And it's like, holy fuck, bud, like, you need to get a hobby. Maybe you should make videos so I can go on your channel and totally fucking just make fun of you and stuff and the way you live. Because that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome to do, you know? Like, not everybody lives in a bloody mansion. It makes $300,000 a year and can totally friggin' be awesome and stuff, you know? And if they made videos and showed their life and their derelict houses and their derelict cars and their derelict friggin' wives and all that, then that would give me something to go on there, and then maybe I could give them a taste of their own medicine. No, I probably wouldn't do it because I'm not a complete dick, you know? I'm not an asshole like these guys, but you never know. It'd be nice to be able to go onto their channels and see, well, let's see how awesome of a life you have. Oh, you live in a trailer home? You live in a trailer park and you're making fun of my house? Oh, okay, you live in a trailer park. Your van is sitting on cement blocks with no tires because you can't afford tires, but you're making comments about my life. You know, one of those. So that's the way I see it. Every time I hear somebody just badmouth me on the internet, I'm thinking, yeah, they probably live in a fucking trailer with their mother, and their mother chain smokes, and their job is to go to the store every 2 hours to get them another pack of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But anyway, enough with the trolls. Tonight when I get home, like I said in the previous vlog, I gotta change out that shower head because the current shower head's kind of dicked. Out of the bottom of it, it totally like pressurized water, but out of the top of it, it just kind of falls out. The water doesn't really shoot out. It just kind of like lobs it. So needless to say, because of that problem, the hot water drains really fast out of the tank. So you're good for about 5 minutes in a shower. After that, it's all cold. And it's not even a gradual drop from hot to cold. It's like, it's warm, it's warm, it's warm, it's warm, you're freezing your tits off. You know? And it's like, boom, welcome to the heat. Okay, this is great, this is great, this is great. Iceberg, boom, you're done. So I'm going to swap that out. That should be an easy peasy job of just removing the screw that holds the old one in. Not screw. Unscrewing the head off the old one, slapping the new one on. Bob's your uncle. And I think I have some Teflon tape at home, so I'm going to put that on the pipe too to make sure the seal's good. You know, I better mention the Teflon tape part like now, because if I don't, I'm going to have 50,000 comments saying, bro, you should have used Teflon tape, and I'm going to use Teflon tape, so don't friggin' worry about it, okay? I'm going to do this right. I know how to do this. It's not my first rodeo, even though it's going to seem like my first rodeo, because you've never seen a video of me doing this. Therefore, you know, it is what it is. And previously, like when I first bought the house, it didn't have that shower head that you can take off and use as a wand to get the areas, the hard to reach areas, you know? It had just a shower head that you aimed, and that was it. And I went and got the wand. I bought the wand from Crappy Tire. It was on sale for like 29 bucks or 30 bucks or something like that. It was cheap. So I bought that and put it on. It was fine for the first couple of years, but I think it fell or something and got banged out. And ever since then, it just hasn't been the same. So this new one that Dad bought, like I said, Dad bought it for the bathroom upstairs, but Mom found something she liked better, so I ended up buying that one, and then they just had this one sitting in the utility closet downstairs. And I mentioned to Dad last time I was over there, I'm like, yeah, I could really use a new shower head for my shower. Like, where'd you guys get the one upstairs? And Mom said, oh, go to Crappy Tire, they got some. I said, well, I don't need the backboard, I just need the friggin' shower head. And she's like, yeah, just go to Crappy Tire, they're cheap. And then Dad ended up finding this one here, and he said, well, I got one, I just need to find it, and he found it and dropped it off today. So we'll get that banged out tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to do the shear pins in the blower, and then that should be glorious. Tomorrow's not supposed to be a brutally cold day either. Well, it's going to be cold regardless, it's freaking winter, but it's not going to be as cold as it should be, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like minus 48 or anything, so that's kind of exciting. But anyway, people, my lunch is almost over. I'm going to head her back inside, and I'll talk to you guys at midnight when we head her home, and we'll do that shower head, and I got to bang out some more laundry and go from there. Been thinking about making some fried rice and stuff to bring to work with me for lunches, because I love that kind, and I found an easy recipe that makes for awesome fried rice. You're supposed to use a wok, but I don't have one of those. When the ex left, she kind of took it with her. So we'll just friggin' rigmarole with a frying pan if we have to. But yeah, I might do that tonight, or I might just make the rice tonight and then bang out the fried part tomorrow, because they say to refrigerate the rice to make it more stiffer and stuff. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. So until then, peace the frig out. Alrighty, people, it's friggin' midnight. Let's go home and do stuff. Mainly slam a shower head into a shower because I need a shower because I smell like a friggin' bull's asshole. Let's go home. Even when I get the snowblower fixed tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to blow this This is hard stuff. I'm gonna have to use Oreo's poop shovel, unless I can find my long-handled round mouth. Break all this up, and then manually fire it up into the bank there like I did yesterday. Get all this cleaned up, because the snowblower ain't gonna do shit. It might take this stuff out. I think this is just powder. That's just powder, but this here, like this is freaking hardcore, eh? Freaking all frozen blocky shit. Oh well. Deal with that tomorrow when it's a little warmer out. Dig it. We gotta go let Stupid out right now because he has to go for a poop probably. Oh, that's the darkest I've ever seen in my house. Normally I have like outside lights and shit going. Not today. I kind of wish this thing was half size, because if it was, I'd just fire it underneath the sink in here, just like fire it in here and blast the hot air through, and maybe that might accidentally cause the water in the pipe to heat up enough to cause the water underneath the sink to freaking, like I'm thinking it's under here where it's frozen, where, you know, just let it freaking heat up a lot and stuff, and may accidentally cause this to thaw. But not a big deal, not a big deal. I have those two white Sunbeam freaking portable air or portable heaters, but I can't remember where I put them. They might be in the garage, put away underneath the cabinet, and if that's the case, they're going to be a hooer and a half to get to. But I do believe last year when my pipes froze, that's what I did. I went hunting for the video, and I can't remember what the hell I titled it, so I can't remember. So I tried searching on my page for frozen pipes to see what the hell I did last year when this happened. Couldn't find anything because I didn't tag it right, because, yep, that happens. So I'm going to try that out this year, and if it works, I'm just going to remember that. And then hopefully this summer here is the summer where Dad can come over, and we can strip this floor up and find out why it's freezing, find out why it's not insulated. Oh, dick. Find out why it's not insulated. Oh, shit. And then insulate the piss out of it. Because, like, the water itself totally works. It's just the drain, like, but the water can't freeze because, like, well, the drain goes down through there and then across and over. But the water comes down here and it literally fires across here. And there's more insulation underneath the house on this side than there is on that side for some frigged up reason. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. But right now, cracking on this. So this is basically what you get in the package. You get a steel braided tube with this part here that hooks up to the shower head from over this side. This screws on, then you screw your hose onto here, then you screw the other end onto there, and oh my goodness, you have yourselves a shower head. Let's go bang this out. Should be pretty easy.
So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but apparently you got to make sure you get the right side when you're installing this kind of stuff, because you got one side for the actual shower head and one side for the other thing. So you got to make sure you get it right, or otherwise you're going to fuck things up. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to go ahead and remove the old one there. It shouldn't be too hard to do. It's a little bit of a pain in the arse. Seems to not want to let go, so we're probably going to have to swear at it for a bit. And there we go. Okay, so we got that off, but there's still a little ball thing on the end, and you need a wrench of some sort. And my robo wrench is just not quite fitting, so we're going to have to go get something else. Okay, so not a worry here. We got ourselves a little nut buster. This should do the job. So we'll just go ahead and get that thing the frig off of there. And it's on there good, so you just got to really grip it and really give her stink and swear probably a couple dozen times. Like, swearing helps. It gives you the strength to motivate you to pull the thing off. And there she comes. No problems, eh? No problems. So now we just got to put the other, the new one on. So just screw that on there and get her done, and just, you know, get her done. Like, it's easy peasy. Screw her on, and as you noticed, I didn't use Teflon tape, but that wasn't a problem. It didn't seem to leak or anything. The inside threading had some sort of a seal on it, but if it does leak, I'll have to go out and purchase some Teflon tape and be done with it. But there you go, people. The shower head is done, and that hose is stupid. My goodness.
Starting to see why Mom didn't like this one, but let's test it out and see if it works. I just want to move the curtain back over to this side, and then we'll give her a shot. Well, this thing's kind of a piece of shit. Doesn't freaking work one bit. Sounds like it's giving her, but I ain't getting anything, but I ain't getting a leak either, so that's a bonus. I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out. Friggin' hope they didn't pay much for that, because my goodness, that's garbage. But it flows better than this pile of piss, that's for sure. I want to make sure I wasn't getting any leaks from this side, maybe. Looks like you're in the way. Oh, looks like everything's intact here, so I don't see any moisture. Come on, frig's sakes. Fucking cat's always in the way. There's no water on it, so I don't know, maybe it's just a piece of shit. I was going to buy my own shower head, but then they brought that one over and I figured frig it, but it wasn't too hard to install. I forgot something on there though, the white piece from the older one. Not a big deal, but anyway people, I'm done vlogging for now. So yeah, like, favorite, comment if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and all that nonsense. And until next time, keep on vlogging. A little bit later into the show, even though I already closed it, but I figured I'd film this anyway, about this shower head and why it's not working right. My buddy had the same problem when he put a new one in his house, and he did a fix and he explained it all to me and it made complete sense, but I forgot, and that was 6 months ago. And I was just chatting with him on Facebook and he said, oh dude, you gotta take it apart, there's a stupid friggin' water reducer in that part right there that'll actually reduce the flow and make this thing just, instead of lob the water, spray the water, it just kind of flops out the end and it's useless. So now I'm going to take it apart, which is fine because I got to get that white ring off, and then we're going to check it for a water reducer. And sure as shit, just like he said, there's one in there and there's something blocking its pathway. Frig sakes! So I took the water reducer out. There was the original hole, tiny little pinhole, and as you can tell, it's going to allow a lot more water through now. So we'll go ahead and drop the rubber grommet back into it, and then we'll reinstall this thing and we'll check the rest of the system. Now the hose has one onto it too, so we're just going to go ahead and peel that one off. It looks like it separates right about here. I'm just going to inspect it some more and get a better idea, and we're going to take that off. So that thing was in this end, which is the part that attaches the shower, but in this end, this is what the other end in this side over here looks like. That's what this side looks like. So there's no reducer in the opposite end, but there is in the receiver end. And I just checked the handle, and the handle looks pretty damn clean all the way through, so we're ready to throw this back together, stab her up on the wall, and give her another test fire. Then I need to take a shower, because I smell like a buffalo's asshole right now. Oh, I got filthy feet, but whatever, I'm about to have a shower anyway. So, let me just demonstrate how well this works now. So we'll turn on some water. I'm really nervous doing this while holding my camera. I'm setting the power up north, and I'm not really giving it much water, but it's coming out a lot better than it did before. And that's on Niagara Falls setting. Then you got all the different, different massages and that, and this one, and this one here, which it never did before, and now it does. So the modifications were simple, very, very simple. This part was actually sitting in inside, okay, I'm going to show you here. Behind that screw-on part, there's like a pivot, like a ball. Well, this thing here is sitting inside of there to reduce the amount of water it allowed to take in, basically to lower your gallons per minute, right? So you take that part out, and then in the screw-on part of the hose, that's where you find this restrictive shreddy looking thing, honeycomb looking thing, I guess, whatever. This thing here will reduce your water flow even more, making it shitty. So you take that part out, but underneath it here, you're going to have a rubber grommet, or a washer, or whatever, I don't know what it is, like a seal. You need to take that seal out of here and then reinstall it to the white part of the line that's now sitting inside of the knuckle that hooks up to the shower head there. Reason being is if you don't, 50% of your water is going to come out the jets, and the other 50% is going to run down the line onto the ground. There you go. Simple modification, and to turn this thing into a piece of crap right up into an awesome shower head. So I'm going to have a shower now, and there you go. Pretty good for a lazy guy, eh? Yeah, pretty good for a lazy guy.